Good afternoon again, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. While listening back to that last video that I made, I just thought of something that was kind of tickled me pink. I was talking about gentlemen, a lot of gentlemen and stuff. Remember how I've talked about Aunt Liz, the woman who lived with us for a few years? I think she lived here 3 years. Hilarious woman. She was married to a gentleman that was like 100 years older than she was, and I don't know, Aunt Liz wasn't that old. She was born in 1950. But her language and whatnot, it seemed like she was 80 years old all the time. Some of the stuff she said, like, do you want to go to the picture show? And, oh, let me get something out of the ice box and stuff like that. Yes. I need to run to the outhouse, you know, this and that type thing. So she used to borrow the car, you know, my car, when I had a car. I have a van now, as you know, named Edna. One time she picked up her sister, and they were down at some Walmart someplace or something. And Aunt Liz didn't have super good vision yet. I have her going off in my vehicle. That woman, she ran into, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. And her sister is legally blind. Debbie is her name. Real sweet woman. Somebody hit my vehicle in the front. It was totally noticeable damage. And she gets home and she's like, oh, and she's always doing this. Somebody hit the car and we got out and looked and we didn't see any damage. It was totally noticeable damage, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how they missed it. But she kept on going on about it was an elderly gentleman. But it was an older gentleman. Like, an older gentleman is going to make up for the fact that this old geezer, the older gentleman, hit my vehicle and they couldn't see the damage. And they just didn't exchange the phone numbers or get the insurance information or anything. Oh, my word. An elderly gentleman. But it was an elderly gentleman. Like, that was going to, you know, absolve any damage done to the car because the gentleman was elderly. It just made me laugh. It might not make you laugh, but it did me. Go along with it. I don't feel good and I'm trying to entertain. The woman used to, oh my God, she also ran into, I used to have a van before this, a black van, passed along from Perpetual. To me, it was the original hippie van. And she plowed into it one day here in the driveway, ladies and gentlemen. Didn't notice or something. Oh, she was hysterical. But really, actually, a fun person to have around. So I don't want to give you the wrong idea of our dear sweet Aunt Liz, because she was a constant source of entertainment with her old-fashioned language. And she would say stuff like, I'm unthawing a chicken. Like, wouldn't that mean to refreeze it? Unthawing. Very funny, ladies and gentlemen. And she lived for those damn game shows, The Price is Right, and all that jazz. Really a funny chick. So just remember, if an elderly gentleman hits your vehicle, just let it go, because after all, it's an elderly gentleman. Signing off, Language with Lisa, Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while feeling sick. I gotta go.